Hi everyone. Today I'll tell you what happened in One Piece episode 1126. The episode kicks off with a scene at Mary Geoise, where we see Kuma arriving after crossing the entire red line. Even now, Kuma is trying to go somewhere, his body moving with purpose. But as soon as he arrives, the Holy Guards throw chains around his neck and try to restrain him. Despite all of them grabbing him at once, they still can't stop Kuma. Suddenly, Kuma launches a powerful attack, hitting all the guards at once. The impact is so intense that the guards are sent flying, injured, and the entire area around Kuma is left empty, completely silent. And then, standing before Kuma appears Fleet Admiral Akinu. Akinu looks at him and says, "Kuma, what are you trying to do? From the destruction you've caused, it looks like you're here to finish the Revolutionary Army's unfinished business." And right at that moment, the Celestial Dragons arrive. One of the Celestial Dragons turns to Akinu and says, "Akinu, last night I wanted to eat lobster, but the Holy Guards told me it was finished. That has never happened before. How could our food supply mess up while you're in charge?" Then another Celestial Dragon joins in. "And how could someone attack us while you're here? Do something, kill Kuma immediately." But Akinu completely ignores them. Instead, he looks straight at Kuma and says, "Kuma, we can't control you anymore, and we can't let someone as dangerous as you roam free. Years ago, even your identity was erased. So what does a walking corpse like you want in this world now? Why are you still moving?" Right after saying this, Akinu unleashes a powerful attack straight at Kuma's head. The blow is so intense, it destroys part of Kuma's skull. Then Akinu mutters, "So there's still blood running through your veins after all." And now, realizing he can't take on Akinu head-to-head, Kuma starts to escape. To stop Kuma from escaping, Akinu burns his legs, but even then, Kuma doesn't stop. With every ounce of strength he has left, Kuma takes off into the sky and escapes. Watching him disappear, Akinu recalls a conversation he had earlier with Jewelry Bonnie. He had coldly told her, "No matter how much you cry, Kuma will never wake up. He chose this life himself, so why are you crying?" But Bonnie had snapped back, "No, you're lying. He would never choose something like this." Back in the present, the Celestial Dragons start questioning Akinu. "Where did Kuma go? You let him escape. And you call yourself the Fleet Admiral." But Akinu, ignoring all of them, mutters in a low voice, "You lose your mind, you lose your will, you lose everything. And in the end, you're just a puppet. So where are you trying to go, Kuma?" That entire incident actually took place a day before. And now the scene shifts to Egghead Island. As soon as the new orders come in, the pacifistas destroy several sea beasts. The Navy soldiers are now stationed across every inch of Egghead Island, except for the lava phase, which is the only area still out of their reach. And that's where Admiral Kizaru has gone. Meanwhile, Luffy is battling Kizaru using Gear 4, and he's holding his own, delivering some serious blows. Seeing Luffy's power, Kizaru says, "Now I'm sure you really did defeat Kaido. You're insanely strong. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Why would a pirate like you want to save Vegapunk?" And Luffy fires right back. "Then I could ask you the same thing. Why do you want to kill Vegapunk?" At that moment, Kizaru floats far up into the sky, putting some distance between them. He says, "It's not like I want to kill him. I've known Vegapunk for a long time, but even then, I have to complete my mission." And now, Kizaru charges at Luffy at full speed, unleashing a devastating attack. The hit is so powerful that Luffy completely loses control and crashes into Vegaforce Zero 1, causing Vegaforce Zero 1 to break apart into two pieces. At the same time, still helpless from the blow, Luffy gets slammed straight into the lava phase barrier. On the other hand, Frankie, Bonnie, and the Thousand Sunny all fall along with Vegaforce Zero 1. Now Lilith flies out of Vegaforce Zero 1 and shouts to Frankie and Bonnie, "Hurry, get out of here. Vegaforce Zero 1 is about to explode." Thanks to Lilith's quick warning, all three of them manage to escape the huge explosion just in time. But Frankie, clearly shaken, says, "Vegaforce Zero 1 was very close to my heart, and what they did to it, I'll never forgive." Suddenly, Kizaru appears in front of them and looks at Bonnie. He smirks and says, "You've grown quite a bit, Bonnie. Kids these days grow up so fast." Then in a serious tone, he continues, "I'm here under direct orders to eliminate Dr. Vegapunk." Bonnie is shocked when she hears this. Without hesitation, she charges at Kizaru, trying to use her unique powers against him. But Kizaru dodges easily, not even letting her touch him. He says, "Please, I've already hurt many of my old friends because of this mission. Don't force me to hurt even older ones." And just then, Kizaru teleports behind Bonnie. Frankie tries to warn her, "Bonnie, behind you." But it's too late. Kizaru hits her with a powerful attack, so strong that she goes flying into the barrier and gets knocked unconscious. Seeing this, Franky starts crying and is about to fire his radical beam at Kizaru. But before he can, Kizaru vanishes. Franky is shocked and says, "Where did Kizaru go?" Lilith quickly responds, "Oh no. Vegapunk's life is in danger." Hearing this, Franky immediately starts calling the control room using the Den Den Mushi to warn everyone about Kizaru. The call connects and Usopp answers, "Franky, are you all okay? We just heard a huge explosion." Just then, the three Vegapunks in the lab start celebrating. They've finally cracked the passcode on York's barrier. Even York is shocked to see this happen. Vegapunk turns to Franky and says, "Franky, we can disable the barrier now. Has Vegaforce 01 reached the backside of Egghead Island with your ship yet?" Franky replies, "No," and at that very moment, Kizaru appears right behind Vegapunk and says, "Your escape plan has failed, and as for your robot, after what I did to it, I doubt it can take the Straw Hat's ship to the island's far side." Usopp sees Kizaru and says, "We're done for." Everyone else is left completely shocked. Kizaru says calmly, "Please understand, this mission hasn't been easy for me either. That's why I don't want to drag it out." He's just about to kill Vegapunk, when suddenly a massive explosion shakes the lab, and someone bursts in. It's none other than Luffy, already in Gear 5. He grabs Kizaru with one hand and says, "So you had the guts to throw me outside the barrier?" "Huh, I had to cross it twice to get back here. I really thought I was gonna die out there." Kizaru looks stunned and mutters, "So this is Gear 5. The sight of Luffy in this form leaves Vegapunk completely speechless. Meanwhile, at the scrapyard, we see that giant ancient robot again, and suddenly, both of its eyes begin to glow. And that's where One Piece episode 1126 ends. Don't forget to subscribe for more movies and shows-related content.